Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
I said it, bitch.
You do it better than me.
Yeah.
Told you that. then
I'm
that's wrong.
telling you, I'm telling everybody right now, if you have a religion that puts you above everybody else, then you in the synagogue of Satan. It ain't no such religion.
Yeah.
How can you be held to a higher regard than all other life on earth?
Right.
That is bullshit.
And then there's also, levels to it in the terms of like, there are people who are, Jewish and they follow Judaism, but not like that.
Right.
Just like there's people in the Westboro Baptist Church who go to, the funerals of soldiers and say, God hates. It's like, you can be a Christian and not go there, So,
Right.
But it's just about, we need to be able to recognize the fact that, okay, we know what Muslim extremists look like. We know what they look like with the backpacks coming in, and then all of a sudden everyone goes boom. We know what the Christian extremists look like, talking about God hates fags at the funerals.
Yeah. Right.
Why are we not allowed to talk about what a Jewish extremist looks like?
Right.
And if you've never thought about that, which up until a couple of years ago, maybe 1 to 2 years ago, I never thought about that. And I'm like, wait, of course there's like an extreme version of that.
Yeah.
Of course there is. There's an extreme version of everything. There's the gay guy who's doing anal in public on the subway, and then there's the gay guy who's married and lives his life privately. There's black people who loot stores whenever a disaster happens, and then there's black people who go to church every Sunday and are godlier than any white people you ever meet.
Yeah.
So why can we not talk about the gradient with certain groups?
Yeah. Right.
And then other groups, we can only talk about the worst gradient, like Muslims. You can only really acknowledge the worst of the gradients with them. And then Christians, you have to pretend like they're so much worse than they are. The hate Christians get just like blows my mind.
Yeah. I had a friend who went to Israel. He said he got treated like dirt by Jews. He said all the Muslims that he encountered over there, when he was outside, he said they treat you just like everybody else.
Because he went to where
received
did
a
he
lot
go?
of hatred. Huh?
Well, he didn't like when he went to Israel, but he went to Dubai?
No, he went to Israel, and he had to.
I mean, the Arab
to walk in
countries.
certain
Didn't he go
places in Israel, you have to wear their
their hat.
that half cap they wear.
Yeah, but he went to a Muslim country and he said it was
Yeah,
totally
it's
different.
totally different.
Was it Dubai?
I forget that Muslim country, but it was like night and day.
Yeah, Dubai is a lot more secular than other Muslim countries, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I just, I believe, I guess, in true equality, and it's like that also is equal critique. You know what I mean? And it's not about looking for problems where there's not, because again, there's people who they stub their fucking toe and they're like, it's the Jews. And then there's people who are like I said, could get punched in the face by a Jew and be like, Jews do nothing wrong. It's like, my God,
It's okay.
there's
I
a middle
deserve it.
ground here.
Have you seen the new Superman movie?
No,
Well, it looked like they was talking about Israel in that movie.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
It was a
so?
very good movie. I forget the name of the country. It started with a B, but you could clearly tell that there was Israel, and the other people that they were bombing and killing
Was
were
like
Palestinians.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And Superman came and saved them.
I
Yeah,
mean, art
Superman
reflects
saved it.
life, like the movies coming out in the future are probably going to reflect this. And I don't, I don't want, here's the thing. There is, if we're just being real, like I've never seen more hate against Jewish people in my life. That's coming up, and there's more of that than I've ever seen. And I don't like that.
Right.
That doesn't mean I like everything Israel does. In fact, I can be quite pissed off at a lot of things. It doesn't mean I like Judaism. There's a lot of parts of it where I'm like, that's fucked up. But that's why everyone has their religion. You know what I mean? And people can look at stuff in the Christian Bible and be like, that's fucked up. But it's this extremism, and like, it's just as irrational to pretend as if there's nothing negative to say and you can't have a problem. And it breeds so much resentment.
Yeah, so much. It's so hypocritical, especially when I'm on my Facebook feed. You see all these Republicans just trashing Muslims.
All
And I
the
was
time.
like, wait a minute. If you do this to a Jew, it's considered anti-Semitic, which if that's anti-Semitic, it's also anti-Semitic whenever you do this with a Muslim person, because both these people are Semitic people.
That's an amazing point. And also, I don't want Islam getting its way into our government.
I don't want Judaism either.
No, I don't want, Muslim culture to become American culture. I don't want to look around and start seeing, my sisters in hijabs. I don't want to start, I don't want that. But just because that can be bad doesn't mean that I have to let Israel control my country either.
Right.
Especially because this is kind of what I've learned on more so my spiritual journey is like, atheism is really just for poor people and like non-powerful people. Like atheism is only for like the middle class, upper middle class. The elites, none of them are atheists. That's why they're in the woods, Bohemian Grove, doing sacrifices to Moloch, American presidents. You know what I mean? That's why they have all their occult beliefs, all their esoteric beliefs. There's esoteric Judaism, there's esoteric Christianity, esoteric Islam. There's a different version of these religions for the elites and the people running the countries. So the people at the top in Israel, they're not practicing Judaism like your friend down the block is practicing Judaism. They have an entirely different, what's that? No, nothing. Oh, okay. They have an entirely different, view on Judaism. So even people who are Jewish, they don't know they're not practicing the same thing. There's esoteric, Islam. There's things that are esoteric Christianity, Gnosticism. There's things that, banned books of the Bible that the elites actually do follow. But the people, 9-to-5ers, they have a certain set of books for the Bible they're supposed to believe in. Religion has been warped, and people use it to commit heinous crimes. All three of the religions are guilty of that. Christians more so in the past, though.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Hey, so you're running for office in California?
Yes. It's a bit early to make like anything to go super into detail, but I'm moving back to California out of the principle of I want to be someone who's part of a solution. I don't want to spend my life running away from because I was born in California. Sorry, that's the context.
I love California.
Yeah, I lived there all my life until 5 years ago. I moved to Texas in the middle of COVID. So I really did it out of an evacuation.
Oh, really? Right.
And that's the reminder that just because Trump is fucking up, Democrats are demonic.
What part of California you from?
I'm from Northern California.
Oh, okay.
From
San Francisco?
Tehama County, so it's kind of close, yeah. And I lived in LA when I became a YouTuber that's what I did. But then COVID hit, the lockdowns, and it was like a year and a half of lockdowns. And I realized I was in a very abusive relationship with the government there. And so I left, but I don't want to run away forever. I want to go back and be part of the solution. And if people that are in office right now, it's like my duty. I need to run to be a representative or some shit. Like no one's helping people. You look at San Francisco and the jokes about fecal matter and needles, those are literal. Those you walk past certain blocks and it's like, oh yeah, there's human poop and needles, and someone's just sleeping next to it.
Right.
And that to me is very, very demonic and satanic. And I don't want to always bring it back to spiritual, but that is spiritually horrific.
Yeah. You gonna take that AIPAC money?
I will not. So I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of way to get around that. I don't know.
Yeah, you go have to kiss some Jew feet, man. Go ahead and take that money. Just do some good with it.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
And I imagine there's people that think that they can. I imagine there's people that go in office and think that like it's okay if I take the money because I'll still be able to do what I need to do. And then they realize
he says he's straight.
God damn, you scared the shit out of me with
what
that.
was that?
What office are you going to run for?
I think I want to be a representative, but don't hold me to anything
Okay.
now. But because I'm thinking more of like not in the next year or anything, but
Okay.
not the midterms, but I want to start planting the seeds of that because someone needs to fix it. I don't like the whole conservative mindset of like California and New York, we should just let them fall off and burn. It's like that's America too, and California's beautiful, so much history.
I think the conservative movement I think that's been dead a long time. The Republican Party is not conservative. I think it's more liberal than anything.
Yeah.
Overall.
Just in a different way, right? Because I don't consider loyalty to other countries conservative. I don't consider that. And I'm not the barometer of what that is, obviously. But I think that when I look at, the audience that I built up over the years, the millions of people that watch me over the years, I'm kind of like, I have a really unique blend of people who really just fuck with America. I don't have the far leftists that follow me because I'm too right for them. I don't have the super far righters that follow me like that because I'm too trans for them. I just have like Americans who want normal policy and want to see less homeless people on their streets and more money in their pockets.
I think if you was to take both parties, if the party whoever's down the middle, the most moderate liberal, they get elected. Because if the Republicans if we were conservative, we wouldn't have won this past election because Trump bent the knee on that abortion issue. He bent the knee on capitalism. He with the tariffs and stuff and forcing American businesses to come back and stop using outside labor.
Yeah,
But he's not a conservative. Republican Party is not conservative. It's more liberal than anything. Just the left. I would say they're more progressive.
No, that's you cannot be liberal and get elected as a Democrat.
You got to be a Republican. You have to be.
Yeah. And when you look at blue states like California, they want to go red so damn bad.
Yeah.
They want to. They've been inching towards it. They're getting closer and closer, and it feels like, California's probably never going to elect, I don't know, enter any name of like maybe a far righter or even just like a non-lived out Republican.
Right.
They're too scared of that.
Yeah.
But, I feel like because I can bridge worlds,
I'm thinking like when I look at Texas, I look at Florida. I mean, I refuse to believe that California is that blue. It can't be.
Well, no, it's mostly due to illegal immigration. They've
Yeah.
locked that state blue.
That
Because
whole state's red, pretty basically.
Yes, especially, I'm from Northern California, which is red. And then down south there's Orange County and stuff. And people are unhappy with things there, In fact, today there was the Daily Mail, New York Post did articles about me moving back, and they tried to make it seem like it was because I'm turning liberal or something.
I saw that. I was
Yeah.
going through my Facebook feed, and it had a picture of you. She's moving back to California.
Yeah, and it's crazy because both sides are using that story as like in their own benefit. So like the liberals are like, see, red states are horrible, and she was
Right,
an idiot
yeah.
for moving to a red state. And
Exactly.
then the Republicans are like, see, the minority Republicans are never true Republicans. It's like, I'm moving back to turn California red, which is more than a lot of Republicans can say they're willing to do. A lot of Republicans are losers who quit, and they're like, California, New York are gone. It's like, I'm willing to actually fight for it because I don't want to see my home state go underground like that. It's really horrific what's happened over there.
Yeah.
And
It's
in
a
New York.
beautiful state. The weather is amazing.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in Orange County. Was there for about 15 years before we left.
Yeah. Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close, which is why, that's why the fucking people, the demons that are running it, run it the way they do. They invert things. So what has the most beauty, they make it the ugliest. That's how it works, unfortunately.
Right.
That invert.
Yeah. Now this is our new giveaway. Yeah, King Ranch 250, 6.7 liter power stroke turbo diesel. Yeah. They call this color on here the star white, but what it really is, that's that white supremacy white. Look at it. It's white, but it's got the sparkles in it. Yeah. Like God touched it. But this is not all it. Look at this. Comes with a camper. You can win this too. It's got a full shower. It's got a queen bed. You know what you can do with a queen bed? It's got a full kitchen, man. It's solar. You can live off the grid. Man, it's got a queen bed. You can bust all kinds of nuts. Man, you can live a whole double life in this. Hey, the end of the win, go to officialhardswins.com. Anything you buy on the site, like our hats, our swag, our methylene blue, supplements, anything. Yeah, get you automatic. End of the win. Yeah.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. See official rules for details.
Yeah.